Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. You know, there really should be a longer fade between those two, but that's fine. I just felt like it was so abrupt. I'm going to change that right now because it just feels like it should be. Let's do that. Okay. Hi, everyone. How are you? Hello and welcome. I hope you're doing well. I am. Hey, how's it going? What's new? Oh, I'm
Name
Trooper
game.
SJP. I'm Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. And this is PS4 Saturdays, where I play the video games on the PS4, and we're playing Rain World at the moment. But also, we just got some lovely gift subs from Time of Gifts. And you know what that means? That means... Did you hear anything weird? Oh, I think it was me. I think it was my headphones. Whew. I was like, what was that weird sound? It was my headphones. Anyway, what I was saying was... Yeah, that's my headphones. Weird. It sounded like, okay, what I'm hearing, it sounds like a little like a, like the kind of sound you get like weird, creepy aliens would make, like insectoid aliens in some kind of sci-fi movie. That's what it sounded like. And I was like, what was that? But it was me. Wasn't actually me. It was my headphones. But what I'm trying to say is the name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F. On M will appear. And then I say boo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fan, or info. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. Then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. K-L, K-L. KL, Caleb, Bobale, Banana, Fana, Fofale, Fee, Fi, Momael. KL, Luna Leche, Luna Leche, Luna Leche, Babuna Leche, Banana, Fana, Fofuna Leche, Fee, Fi, Momuna Leche. Luna Leche, But if the first two letters are ever the same, I drop them both and say the name. I like Bob. Bob, drop the B's, Bo, Arbo, Fred. Fred, drop the F's, forward. Oh, Mary, Mary, drop the M's, Mo, Airy. That's the only rule that is contrary. Aximilian. Barentor, Barentor, Bo, Arentor, Banana, Fana, Fo, Farentor, Fee, Fi, Mo, Merentor. Barentor, Aximilian, Aximilian, but Baximilian, Banana Fana for Faximilian, Fee, Fi, Mo, Maximilian, Aximilian, Mercury, 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 but Mercury, Banana Fana for Mercury, Free, Fi, Mo, Mercury, Mercury, the name game. Hi, everybody. Woo! Thank you for those gift subs, Time of Gifts. So, I'm so excited. Do I have my lighting squared away for later? I do not. I have not had time to go and set up my lights and new mic and new camera lens. It is very sad because here's the thing. School starts in 2 weeks. Ish, a little over 2 weeks, but the week before that is when orientation is, and I am getting so many emails from students, and I've got to get in and do a bunch of emails. And so I'm just trying to work through all of that. I'm hoping maybe on Sunday. I only have one thing to do on Sunday, and I'm hoping on Sunday I can get a bunch of email done and also set up my sound and my lights and my new camera lens. I've got a new look. I got a brand new camera lens. I don't know if I'll like it or not, but it's it's like a super wide. So what I'm hoping is that when I'm on my regular, on my RPG camera, that I'll get a little bit more space so that you can see like more of my hand gestures. Because I do a lot of stuff with my hands, but sometimes I don't do them up here. Sometimes I do them here, but then you can't see them. You know what I mean? So I'm just hoping we can get more stuff. Hey, look, hey everybody, guess what? Two things I want to share with you. Thing one. I'm just testing something. I'm like, what's going on here? Oh, that was smart. Okay. I have two things to tell you. Only two? Well, only two right now before we go to stream. The first one I forgot. So now you don't get to know that one, but you get to know the second one. What was the first one? I totally forgot it. Oh, I remembered. Okay. Two things. One is silly, one is epic. Here's the silly one. Although the silly one is still epic for me, maybe not for other people. So, food, you know how you have to eat it. And breakfast, you know you have to eat it. And I really like breakfast. I just, you know my life. Anyway, one of the things I really love for breakfast is cream of wheat. But the thing about cream of wheat is that it is all carbs and no protein. And you really should so I have to eat protein every meal. You know what I mean? Especially when I have protein for breakfast. And I was so sad because I was like, oh, I probably should not be having my cream of wheat for breakfast. So sad. I have some cream of wheat. And then I was like, I don't have any breakfast foods right now. I have to get groceries. Side note, I have to get groceries. I should probably do that. Other side note. Side note, I have to get groceries. I should probably do that. Maybe today. No, tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. It's a good idea if you want your brain to work to make sure you have some protein. Exactly. Food and epic potatoes. Ooh, epic potatoes. I love potatoes. Hey, Artie, how are you? Things are going well. So here's the thing. You have to have protein with your breakfast because you want to have your protein broken up over multiple meals. And cream of wheat is not going to do that for you. So I just haven't had cream of wheat for ages and ages and ages. But right now, I don't really have a lot of food in my fridge. Oh, I see you, Atomica. I'm just saying after I finish this thought. So what I have in my fridge, here's thing 1B. I am marinating some sauerbraten. I'm marinating some beef in my fridge for sauerbraten, which takes a week to marinate. And I want you to know that I'm marinating it, and I should be able to cook it Monday or Tuesday. I do not, so that's in my fridge, but that is not something I can eat right now. And I have 2 more dinner meals, which will bring me to Monday, because I'm having dinner with friends on Sunday. So basically, Tuesday I get to cook the sauerbraten. I'm all set up for dinner, but I'm having a real lack of breakfast and lunches in my fridge right now. And that's, a bit of an issue. So I think I should go get groceries on Sunday so that I'll have breakfasts and lunches, and then also I'll have because I need potatoes and red cabbage because I want to make and some onions and some apples because I want to make German potato salad and Blaukraut, which is because that'll go really great with the sauerbraten. Anyway, I need groceries. Not the point, but I did want to tell you. So I'm at a bit of a lack of breakfast foods. So I thought, well, but I do want to eat breakfast today, especially because I'm going to be streaming, and then I'll have a quick break where I can eat something else, and then I'll just be streaming again. And I thought, whatever do I do? And then I said, well, I have cream of wheat. I'll just eat that. I actually also have to make granola. I'll make granola tonight. I'm going to make granola tonight, everybody. Don't let me forget. After stream, the second stream tonight, I will make granola. And then I'll have breakfast foods, and then it'll be great. Anyhow, I was like, oh, well, I have cream of wheat. I'll go and make that. Lack of protein, so sad. And then I realized, wait, I have this collagen protein powder, which is really smooth and will just go in that cream of wheat and you won't even know it. And so then I put this collagen protein powder that was recommended to me by Laugh Love Lindy in that cream of wheat, and it just incorporated. And so then I had cream of wheat and I had protein, and that means that I can have cream of wheat whenever I want. Ba-da-da-da-ba. That was the first thing, which is very exciting to me. Congrats on beating Milanis. Thank you. I don't know how to spell it either. Sauerbraten is so tasty. I'm boring and I have the same thing for brunch every day. Um, I tend to go in waves, Artie. So what I do is I'll plan out when I'm on top of things, when I'm like locked in to my nutrition. Then what I do is, which is usually in the summer, not so much in the school year, I sort of make a plan. And I was like, okay, I'll be having, right now I'm having chicken adobo. And I had 6 chicken adobos. So I have 6 days of chicken adobo. And then I plan out what will go with the chicken adobo for the day to make all the calories and all the protein and all that stuff. And so then I'll just basically eat the same thing for 6 days. And then after I finish the chicken adobo, I'll have 6 or 8 days of sauerbraten, and then whatever else will like fill in that. So I basically I'll eat the same thing every day for like between 4 to 6 days in a row, and then I switch to the new thing. That's what I do. Uh, yeah. And let's see. Doesn't DoorDash also deliver groceries in your area? Just a small delivery fee for like meat, eggs, and some. Oh, Rissa, I use Instacart. So Instacart is the same things but specifically for groceries rather than DoorDash, which I think is mostly for like, you know what I mean. Anyway, so I do Instacart because they have more grocery store options. And that saves me a lot of time because I don't have a car. So rather than walking a couple miles to the grocery store, getting the groceries, packing them up in a backpack and lots of bags, and then walking back, I just use Instacart. Let's see. You have a job today, Trooper. You must build up my morale and calm my soul as I'm taking your psych final after stream. I see you. I know how to make you feel better. You want to know how? It's like this. The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F. On M will appear. And then I say Bo at a B. Then I say the name. Then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. Then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can rhyme. Atomica, 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 banana, fana, atomica, fee, fi, mo, atomica. Atomica. The name game. Atomica, you got like 100% on that one last class. So I feel like you're going to do fine. I know it. Don't psych yourself out for the psych class. In the school year, we're lucky if you eat more than once a day. I usually eat once a day. And sometimes I usually eat twice a day. It's just that my first meal can sometimes come at like 6 o'clock at night because I'm in school all day and nobody lets me eat. But I try not to have that happen. And nowadays, so here's the thing: before I could maybe take my lunch with me and eat in school, but now we're in the COVID times and people will be in my office nonstop, so I can't take off my mask to eat. So yeah, and I think it's going to be worse actually nowadays. I think the next 3 years will be even worse because I'm the director of undergraduate studies, which means I'm going to have people if I'm at school, I will have people wanting to talk to me without a break. That's just going to be what happens. It's going to be exciting. Oh, I've been eating basically the same thing for brunch for many years. Oh, what do you eat for brunch? I had to build a routine around eating brunch, otherwise I would forget about it and wonder why I'm feeling crappy later. Well, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I know it's a bad thing, but there's, sometimes it is what it is. You're going to an open house to the uni. I intend to transfer next weekend. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I know it's bad. I know I should be eating 4 meals a day. You know what I mean? Like, I know it. But, you know how it is. You know how it is. So anyway, I have a second thing. The first thing, which is not epic for you, is me eating cream of wheat and then putting protein powder in it. Yay, so excited. But I do have a second thing. bowl of Cheerios, 2 pieces of cinnamon raisin toast if we have it, and a banana. Ooh, that sounds nice. I love a good banana. Look at my new banjo, everybody. I'm not going to play it for you because that involves me working out how to route the sound in a way that you can hear it, which I think I can do. I think I can route the I think I know how to do it. It sort of depends on sort of depends because I take this into directly into my soundboard and you're not hearing my soundboard directly, you're hearing sort of breakout stuff. So I'd have to figure out how to break this out so that I can route it to you. And I think there are a couple of ways to do that. And I have one in mind, but that's not the point right now. The point right now is I want to show you my brand new banjo. So this is a custom made Neckville banjo made for me specifically. This is my new baby. Check it out. It's got so okay, so this banjo, I mean, I kind of can't handle it right now. It's so it's got right the little battery space because these are active pickups. This is where you put your strings. Um, you may not be able to tell, but if you notice there are these sort of gold things on the bridge. Whoop, do you see them right there? Those are individual pickups for each string, which goes to this port here. Whoop, and that is the Roland hexaphonic port, which basically allows you to do MIDI, uh, guitar MIDI stuff, but in this case banjo MIDI. And there's like my electric plug, and there is my pickups for the electric side, pickups for the MIDI side. This banjo has got so something that you may not know about banjos is that, and you're not gonna be able to tell because it's very, very subtle. It's very subtle. It's very, very subtle. But the banjo neck um, is flat here, right? So it's a flat neck, and I think a lot of instruments have a flat neck. Violins don't. I don't think mandolins do either. Anyhow, electric guitars slightly radius the neck just slightly to make it a little bit uh, better, I guess. And so this neck is slightly radiused. And now what you'll notice is that it doesn't have the kind of cutout that most banjos have, 5-string banjos. And that's because this here is the capo. And this is it's actually a kind of a very cool, innovative capo design. So it's like in a track here. And so this capo, uh, so basically the 5th string goes all the way up here. Oh, so I can show you. Right. So normally in a banjo, you'll have the 4 strings up here, and then the 5th string is here. All the 5 strings go all the way to the end, but this little special capo, which is like a cool, movable, slidey capo, will make it so that you're at the 5th string. So that's really cool. And it's got this built-in tracking regular capo for all the rest of the strings. So you can just move boop, 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 how you will, just like that. So this is, and it's got these very cool tuning pegs, and it has got this super cool um, main capo, super cool sort of tunneled 5th string capo, and this is it. And you can't, I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell. It's got me, you can kind of tell a little bit. It's got a little bit of glitter. It's got a little bit of glitter in the body. Just a little bit. If you look, I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. Wait, let me see. There. Can you catch it? There's a little bit of glitter in there. Huh? Huh? This is my banjo. This is custom made. And I was supposed to get a a black body, but the black body would have taken many more months to get to me, and he had this body already ready. And he said, you know, if you get this body, you can get the banjo faster. It'll cost $300 more, but you can get it. And I was like, yes, I would like my banjo faster. And that's a very cool body. And I can't play it for you yet because I haven't figured out the sound routing. Although I think I know how I'm going to do it. But I do have to plug in a couple of things first before I do that. And I have one more thing I can show you. One more thing. My banjo's here. Hey, Hawkeye. I think I can do, says the man who copied the signature of Churchill's Secretary of State for War so that he could present. Okay, yeah, I did do that type of gifts. This is true. So I also got this, which I'm going to. So, as you know, I've got my synthesizer over here, my exciting reproduction Moog synthesizer. So, forgive that. This is the cable. I also got this. What is this, you ask? This is a synthesizer module, an analog synthesizer module that will connect to my banjo. Remember I told you about that the port? I showed you the port, which lets you do sort of MIDI banjo stuff. This is also that port. So I can build this into my synthesizer because my synthesizer has space for another module. It has a space for a whole bunch more modules, to be honest. There's more space. But I can build this into my synthesizer, and then I can run the sound from my banjo into the synthesizer. This will be my first time installing an analog synth mod, but it's way easier than it used to be back in the day when you just have to have a bit more of a electronics workshop, electrical workshop in your house to put them together. Soldering iron, all that stuff. This I do not have to solder myself, but I will be able to run my banjo into my Moog synthesizer. I don't know if you are as excited about that as I am, but I am very excited about this. It's something that it's been a dream of mine for quite some time. And so I got this. I might, this is Sine Qua Non, and they have a couple of other modules. They have a couple of other modules for synth string instruments, and I will probably have to get them at some point, but not the point. The point is, check that out, right? Let's see. I was at noon, let's see. Was it like at noon 20, I think? Noon 10, noon 20? Copy link address. So when Crash Jones goes back in time, will he meet George Formby? Oh, George Formby. George Formby. Those of you who do not know George Formby was a British musician who used to play a banjo uke, and he was very, very cool. And I quite love George. Look, I also love Oh. Uh, I actually believe this is the H.P. Lovecraft, the Call of Cthulhu, Steve Jackson game, Choose Cthulhu Games, and I feel like I kickstarted this. I may not have, but I feel like I did, and I feel like I should also check because if I did, maybe I need to fill out a thing in order to get it, or maybe uh, I'm gonna just gonna check, because sometimes what happens is I will kickstart something, and then I will not. I get so many emails, and I have to when I do emails, I do like an email triage. Where I'll spend like 2 hours just doing email a day, and I'll just get rid of all the things I don't have to read at all, and then I'll do all the academic stuff, and then the other stuff that's not academic, I usually let that. Usually I'm out of time, and so I let that sit for later. So it's entirely possible that I kickstarted that, and that I have not. Was it even kickstarted? This is the question that I have. I cannot tell you right now. I feel like if that were on Kickstarter, I would have kickstarted it. Here, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to just check to see what Steve Jackson Games has put out in terms of their projects. Let's see, Hexagram. I'm checking because now you've got me freaked out. Not in a bad way, but now I'm like, oh, did I? Did I? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Did I? I bet I didn't. But what if I did? You know what? I don't think I did. Wait. Hold on. Maybe I did. Hold on. Wait. Conspiracy theory, Munchkin. You know what? I don't think I did. Okay. I don't think I did, which is good to know because if I had, then I would have missed it. But I think I didn't. So that means I have to get them. Hey, Lone Crew, wie geht's? Wie geht's denn dir, du? Morgen. They look like Choose Your Own Adventures. I don't know if there was any dice rolling. Imagine me on the Maginot line, sitting on the Maginot. Oh, and that's not. Oh, yeah. Oh. I keep a file with printouts of all the Kickstarters and pre-orders I'm waiting on. I actually should do that. Max, I should do that. That would be really smart. I should do that. I should go through, and I should do that. I should do that. Max, this is a good idea, and I should do that. Chaosium posted a link to them earlier today. Not sure how long they've been out. I bet they haven't been out long. Yes. Mon. Lone Coup, I love that. I've had to keep lists of stuff I own as far as RPG books for about 20 years. For myself buying things twice at the hobby shop by accident and got tired of it. Online is even harder to keep track of. Yeah, I feel like I'm the precipice of getting, I set up this bookshelf over here. You can't really see it right now. There's a bookshelf over there that I'm going to move all the books on the very, very lowest shelf, all of the music books. I'm going to move them over here, which gives me more space to put RPGs in. Then I can move the RPGs in, and then I can alphabetize them so I know what I've got. And then that will leave me with a couple more boxes empty. And then I can move a bunch of boxes into storage, and then I think my life will be much better, except that I'm probably moving in the summer. This is a conversation we can have while we're playing. That's all I'm going to say about that. This is a conversation we can have while we're playing. So we're going to play. Yeah. Again, well, the thing is, I haven't moved in like 2 years. 2.5 years? 3.5 years? 22. Well, let's see. When did I get back from COVID? 22, right? Spring of 22, I think, is when I got back, which meant then 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, that'll be 3.5 years back here in the residence hall. And they've put a limit of 3 years, although they have such a rotating change of leadership. They always seem to forget. They always seem to forget. So we, by the way, need to get some food so that we can go through. What we're doing today is we're going to try, like we did last time, we're going to try to go through the Chimney Canopy. That's what we're doing, just in case anybody was wondering. If anybody else was excited about all of that, that's what we're doing. So they put a limit of 3 years for people being scholar in residence. And I have been doing this for a very long time, way more than 3 years. But I'm also the longest serving person here, including all of my bosses, because there's this like massive turnover. Ooh, bats, everybody, bats, bats. Oh, let's have bats. Let's have all of the bats. Ooh, ooh, and let's eat them. And let's be happy. You know, eat them. Go, eat. 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 Thank you. Oh, I'm so excited right now about, like, just bats. Oh. Oh. You'll have to forgive me for my, enthusiasm. But, I'm gonna eat a lot of bats, and it's gonna be... Oh, no. Excuse me. Okay, this is not good. Excuse me for one moment. Oh, no! That wasn't how that was supposed to go. That wasn't it. That was not how it was supposed to go. That's fine. Oops. I've been back at the end of next year will be 3.5 years. So I've been back 2.5 years, yeah. I have a hard stop at let's say 3:15. 3:15. Hard stop. It has been that long since Georgia, as a matter of fact. And also, I'm not going to bring a spear with me because I need both hands to get bats, hopefully. So anyway, look, there's supposed to be a 3-year limit on how long you can do Scholar in Residence, and I've been doing it for 13 years. 12. 12 years. And partly that happens because the people who are in charge keep leaving. And so I'm one of the only people with institutional memory about how this process works. Oh, no. And so they keep having me stay on. Excuse me. Excuse me for one moment. We've got creepiness right there. So we're going to... I don't trust this. Okay, hey, Vulture, don't come visit me because I'm on my way to get food. And I would like it if you did not visit me while I'm doing that. So if you could leave me alone while I'm getting food, I would be very excited about that. That would be real great. So let's do that. Oh! I was in a good space, everybody. I landed wrong. You know when you land wrong and you just like pull something and that something that you pull is death? Yes, I do. I live on campus in a residence hall. Yeah, so is for 3 dozen years. Yeah, so this year really should be my last year. Oh, I love living on campus too. It was great. Also, what's great about, I mean, let's talk about the pros and cons of living on campus. I walk to work, which is awesome. No, let's talk about the cons. The cons of being a scholar in residence. Let's talk about the cons first. The cons are that so first off, being a scholar in residence is a job, which means I have work to do. I have to spend one night a week. One night a week, I do weekly game nights with the students. Oh no. there's a lizard here. So I do weekly game nights. That's one night a week. And then I have to do like an event once a month. So it takes up time, of course, right? And no, excuse me. So it takes up time. That's a thing. And as you all know, my time is quite limited, and it does take up a significant amount of time. Do these cons come with con crud? Yes. And then the screaming students in the hallways is not the biggest deal. Sometimes they don't know how to cook and they set off the fire alarm, and that can be annoying, but, you know, not the end of the world either. I will survive all of that. But one of the other big cons is what you mentioned, that I'm available always. And that is not an issue of students in the residence hall, because to be honest, most students in the residence hall do not want to see somebody who could get them in trouble for drinking underage. Oh. Atomic says, weird question. When it comes to being a professor, do the unis like that? Like, is it hard to get that as part of the contract? Oh, yeah, I've had crisis intervention. That happens. But I was also an RA as an undergrad, so I'm used to that sort of thing. Not the biggest deal. Atomic, I will answer your question in a second. But the other big con, actually, is that not the dorm stuff, but that because I live on campus, my colleagues know, my departmental colleagues know that I live on campus. And so music departments are unlike other departments in that we have way more service. Hi. Woo! Down. And. Down. Excuse me. Excuse me. I gotta just go over here. Give me a moment. Down, down, and down. No! Wrong way. I almost had it, but then I rolled. I didn't do that on purpose. Sometimes it just happens. Okay. As I was saying, so if you're in the English department or the history department or the chemistry department or most departments, you teach and you go to meetings and then that's it. The only thing you might have in addition to teaching and go to meetings, you might have a colloquium, and colloquiums might be like, oh no, excuse me, and I'm dead. Too much down. I got you. Well, I died. I died. Yep. Yeah. Good times. So anyhow, and you might have colloquium, which are like guest speakers, but guest speakers don't come that often. At most, they happen once a month. At most, right? Sometimes it might only happen like twice a semester. But if you're in a music department, and I would argue that the music department has this even more than theater. Probably not more than dance, but certainly more than theater. So the thing about music departments is that we are not just an academic department. We are also a performing arts department, and we have lots and lots of students. So first off, we have lots and lots of ensembles, and all of those ensembles have concerts. And then we have lots and lots of students who are doing individual concerts. And as a faculty member, we're expected to support our students, which means we are going to way more events than people are in other departments. So theater has, of course, they have performances too, but usually all those students are in one play. So you just have to go to the play, and there's usually not that many plays in a year. I mean, like, you still have more to do than other departments, but music has a lot. Like, in music, we have so many things that we are expected to do in addition to the rest of our workload at night, right? Like, who's going to go to see the jazz concert? Well, I should be going to see the jazz concert, and we have multiple jazz ensembles, and I should probably go and support all of them. And then all the students also then have, like, senior recitals that I have to be like, basically we have a lot more, no, come on. Somebody, I just want to, like, bat one more. This is all I want. One more. Just give me one more. Oh. Look, I'm almost there. And I'm gonna just... Got it. All right, I'm gonna eat this. And now, I'm gonna just, head out. Oh, if I could get one more, I'd take it with me. But you know what? Not even gonna worry about it. We're now going to, go and sleep. In case anybody was worried. Anybody's wondered, this is our moment. This is our space. So anyway, people have to go and do this stuff, right? And we basically, music departments have, we just have more service, right? And that service is often at night. And what happens is that they'll be like, somebody has to go to see these concerts at night. Who's going to do it? And then some of my colleagues live in a different state. They live in Rhode Island, or they live in New Hampshire, and I live on campus. And so they're like, well, you live on campus anyway. Surely it won't be a big deal for you to go to all the extra concerts. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Albertation of the Rhine Mutes. Oh, yeah. So this is the thing that happens, is that because I live on campus, it's not in the residence hall stuff. It's the fact that since I live on campus, my colleagues in the music department are going to expect me to do a lot of the evening service that they don't want to drive back into campus for, which, you know, makes it harder for me to get my writing done. Exciting. Death is only the beginning. The cat failed the dismount, so it's not like to make the gymnastics team, or it will. Just, you know, what could be wrong about Trooper will be there anyway. He can go. Yeah. Colloquialism. Oh no, death. That sounds bad. Yes. How long is their travel for the out of state people? An hour maybe an hour. But they don't want to travel an hour. Now, right? So, yeah. Well, an hour's not too, but you know, it's just you know, they just can't, right? And I live on campus, so I can do it. Saw my niece's reading list from school. Handmaid's Tale's on it. Surprised me. She's from Indiana. Oh. So that is a thing that ends up. Slugcat. This is what thank you, Atomica. I'm glad that you understood where I was going there. Slugcat could totally make that team. So what ends up happening is I get way more of a service burden in my department because I live on campus. So that's one of the big cons, I would say. 1 hour, one way, hour and back, though, that does add up. It does. But also, you know, there are fairness issues. Also, I don't have kids, and so I'm expected to take a number of... I'm expected to sacrifice more than my colleagues who do have kids do. Yeah. Anyhow, so like that's just one of the things, right? Where I'm going down the other way, aren't I? I am. Yep. So there's that. So those are the cons, right? That I have way less time to do my research. Oops, that wasn't it. That's it. Wow. Oh, that felt a little rough. Right, I have less time to do my research than my colleagues for all those reasons. And, you know, that's just like a difficulty to deal with. But I have chat. That's kind of like, yeah, there you go. Okay, but here, so that's like so it's a second job, right? Being a scholar in residence is a second job. By the way, Atomic, I still have your question. It's a second job. Oh no, there's a lizard here. Do you think the lizard will just leave? because that would be great. So I have ideas about this lizard, but all of them are bad and risky and terrible. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Oh, hey, look, the lizard's gone. So now I don't even have to worry about it. All of my ideas to get around that terrible lizard, I don't even have to think about it. Woo! Okay, great. There's another lizard. Awesome. And by awesome, I mean not awesome at all. Excuse me. Let's just go up here. Okay. Give me... Ah! No! So, here are the pros for living on campus. When I live on campus, it's a second job, right? It's way more service. It slows down my writing process, blah, 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 all that stuff. However, the pros of living on campus are I don't pay rent because my housing is my compensation. Like, my compensation for all that extra work is that I don't pay rent. And I've got some pretty sweet internet, to be honest. And I don't pay utilities. So I don't pay utilities. I don't pay for the internet. And I don't pay rent. And here's the thing about living in the Boston area. The Boston area is insanely expensive. It is one of the most expensive areas in the country. We got the emoticons for games where jumping wasn't quite so lethal. Oh no. Hey everybody. Oh man. I died. We'll come back. Yep. Apparently, I was just told by a colleague of mine that the average, if you want to have, if you want to rent, oh, how does it go? The platypus, yes. The income you need to have in order to be able to rent a one-bedroom apartment in Boston is like the income that, like, you know, if they're like, okay, looking at average rents in Boston for one-bedroom apartments and, like, you know, the ratio of like what is a, like what your income should be, blah, 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 that thing. I'm south of Boston, like way south. I make above minimum wage. After rent in this city, I'd make about $200 for the rest of my bills. Boston's worth, yeah. So you need to make, they say, $100,000 a year in order to be able to afford a, one-bedroom apartment. $100,000 a year, which, by the way, I do not make. I do not make that much money. So it is very expensive. Rent, oh no. Excuse me. Rent is very, very expensive. Let me do this. So the thing is, there is another exit out this way, I think. At least I think so. The only problem is I have not figured out a way to get across that gap, so we're not dealing with that. That said, there is a spear up here. Maybe I can just grab this spear and stab that lizard. Oh, well, lizard's gone. Lizard's gone, everybody. How's that? Lizard's gone. Making money is illegal. That's called counterfeiting, unless you do it via stock trading. You know, there's a song by the B-52s about counterfeiting money, and it's great. SoCal is also ridiculous. Yeah, and owning a place is nearby impossible for most people. Hey, everybody, guess what? I was really concerned about my life. I still am. But no monsters and lots of bats. So I need to get rid of this so I can get more bats. All right, this time is it, everybody. This time, might be it. I mean, it also might not be it, but it might be. So, oh, hey, look. We got all the bats we need. Let's just head out. We're going to take this bat with us because we should. And we're going to go. Look, our life is great. Let's see. Let me grab this little spear. Switch it over. Look, everybody, I don't know if you're excited, but I am. We're going to go and keep this bat in our lair like a vampire. Oh! What was that? I did a weird thing, everybody. I did kind of... well, that was weird. I don't know what that was. It seems very cool. But I doubt I can do that again. That's fine, though. We're going to go take this bat with us into our lair, and we're going to go to sleep like a vampire. And then we are going to be in a good space. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Hey, bat. How you doing? All right, cool. Monsters are everywhere, so moving is not a solution there. So rent is insanely expensive, and not having had to pay rent allowed me to pay off my student loans. So I've paid off my student loans because I was staying as a scholar in residence. I have some money in the bank. I don't have credit card debt. I mean, I put stuff on my credit card every month and then pay it off every month, you know? But I don't have credit card debt. I've paid off my student loans, and I have some money in the bank. It's not like I have I should have more money in the bank, but moving multiple times back to back to back does drain your savings a little bit. But so staying here is good in that it has allowed me to save money. It also allows me not to have too much pressure with the streaming stuff because if, for example, I don't get enough tips and bits or Patreon stuff to cover the cast, I'm not paying rent, so I can still pay it. You know what I mean? But I think this coming year is going to be my last year doing it. I'm pretty sure, which means I'm going to have to move. Billionaires should not exist. No, I mean, millionaires probably shouldn't exist, but sadly, I can't see that happening ever. Yeah, and this summer I should probably move to another place. But I'm gonna tell you, is my bat here somewhere? Is my bat friend? Hey, bat friend, where are you? Are you around? I don't think my bat friend is here anymore. So apparently you can't keep bats in your cave. What's up with that? Maybe I did eat it in my sleep. Sleep eating? That could be a thing. Yeah, so I should move this summer. I would... It's tricky. If I could... Yeah. I missed all the cons. I wouldn't move. I won't ever move again if I have the choice. Yeah, So that's my... I'm gonna have to move. And if I move... I not making $200,000 a year or $100,000 a year. Nah, the game hates the slug cat, so why would it ever let you have a good thing? Near Boston, I heard there's a remote fish town called Innsmouth. Oh, I hear that Innsmouth is quite affordable. I hear everybody there has a look. That there's a lot of empty housing. People just sort of go missing. We just want to stay where we are until Stacey finds a new job. Yeah, and so I just don't... Will I have to move to Rhode Island in order to be able to afford a place? Here's the other thing, by the way. I don't own a car. So not owning a car means it would be great if I could live on public transportation, so I could take public transportation to school. But anywhere on public transportation is insanely expensive. Oh, man. That's not great. There's a lizard up there, and that is not great. Um, well, I don't quite know what to do about this one because the lizard's right there. And, well, let's go back and see if we can get like a knife, a spear, some kind of weapon type object. Unfortunately, I've never been successful at killing a lizard, just upsetting them, so I'm not quite certain getting a weapon type object would actually be helpful for me, but, you know, since that lizard's not moving, might as well give it the good old... Oops. Well, okay, never mind. I died. Yep. The people there aren't very friendly to outsiders, though. Take a little statue of Dagon as a present. It might help. Oh, all right. So, anything that's on, like, public transportation lines is just really, really expensive. So if I want to live somewhere that's affordable, I'll probably have to buy a car. And then also move really far away. And that's going to mean I'll be dealing with, like, an hour-and-a-half commute. 2-hour commute. Something miserable like that. And I'm going to tell you something, because I know how it works. Even if I also have an hour-and-a-half, 2-hour commute like my colleagues, because I'm not married and I don't have kids, I'm going to take less precedence than they are when it comes to being able to not do things. Because our society, well, that sounds like conflict. What on campus is worse than that? Yeah, you have to marry into the family. Oh, Hawkeye, I'm dying. It's fine though. It's fine. You know, it just death is. Oh no, it's just a state of being. Excuse me for one moment. I'm gonna drop down here and go over here and see whatever it is that's. What is it? Who are you? Are you the vulture? Probably a lizard, right? Probably. I'm gonna just get into a safe spot because I don't know what's happening, and it makes me nervous. Let's just do this. Yeah, so we care about work-life balance. Ooh, pardon me. Work-life balance is the thing that everybody's talking about nowadays. What is this? There it is. I was like, something is around and something is bothering me, and what is it? And it's that. And I was like, I know something's coming. So we care about work-life balance, right? We have a whole committee on work-life balance. Oh man. Oh. All right, this is just bad. Let's go. Woo! Nope. Oh gosh. Yep. Nope. And you know those people would be the first to complain about that not being fair if they were the ones... Yeah. So the thing about... We still have a committee on work-life balance because there's a whole thing about, like, work-life balance is important. There should be a balance between your work and your life. And I'm going to tell you something. All the work-life balance committee talks about is people with kids and married people. That's all they talk about. And really, people with kids, that's all they talk about. So if you are single and you do not have kids... The work-life balance committee does not really care about you. So, yeah. Yep. So, because, that's it. That's all. Because I'm guessing everyone on the work-life balance committee, they do have kids. But also, we just tend to assume that people with kids, I guess, their time is more important than... Oh. Down. Their time is just more important than everybody else's time, I guess. Think of the children. It's messed up because... Max Rider, I see you. But I'm gonna... well, yeah, it irritates me too. Right? No. Do not apologize. Do not apologize, Max Rider. It irritates me too. I think it's very frustrating. I find it very, very frustrating. And also, and they would say, but we have these things that take up our time. And I was like, I also have things that take up my time. And they would say, yeah, but those things aren't important. I'm like, yeah, I know that you don't think my things are important. I get it. Sadly, I'm guessing a lot of them don't actually spend that time with their children. They just use an excuse. Or they might. I don't know. They certainly might do. But for me, that's not really a childless, unmarried cat lady. I have many things. Oh, yeah. Whew. Hi. That's terrible. Yeah, there's just a... And I don't know if you've noticed on Twitter, people talking smack about people without... I mean, there's just this attack on people without kids. And it's not like it's new. This is not a new attack. This is a thing that is, you know, easy to attack people without kids. Also sort of boring. You know? Yeah, Arrow Ace. So yeah, there are a lot of those. Well, they are also raising the next generation of kids. I often had to choose between work advancement and the needs of my family. My folks did stuff with us, but they also let us do stuff ourselves. They had lots of time without them. But nowadays, everyone raising kids has to micromanagement, it seems. Yeah, so here's the thing. You're making right, but also people, there are studies that show that if you have kids, you get paid more, right? That you get promoted more, you get paid more, and people trust you more. So there are consequences for not having kids that also impacts your career in ways that maybe it shouldn't. Right? Like if you're like basically if you're not married, you don't get as many raises because people think you don't need it, so why should they pay you more for the same work? That is a thing that happens. Woo, hello. I figured since we don't have any what's the word? Food, we might as well see what's up here. Go! Oh, hey, look at that. I don't know what we can do here. I don't know if I can make this jump. No. I did not make the jump. But maybe, also there don't seem to be any things I can throw to make the jump farther. Hello, Dark Raven. How are you doing? Let me see what they're saying. Didn't that start because Kamala Harris doesn't have kids? Oh, but it's been around for a while. But yeah. Hey, the former head of my church, the first to make the great refusal since Celestine the Fifth, bred me and my kind, egotistical and selfish. That happens. And his ex-wife who still lives with him. Yeah. Death. Yeah. I did do the butt wiggle, but it's a really long jump. I think I need like an object to throw. And I will also, I'm gonna tell a story of when I was in the Army. As how this goes. So when I was in the Army, I was in military intelligence. And, oh yeah. I was in military intelligence. Oh man, what's up with you all? Why are you all like this? By the way, I think I'm going to die to the rain because I only have half time left. Just, oh man. So I was in the Army. And I was in military intelligence, and there are a couple of things that means, and that is that the places that we worked, whether it was a tent or a building, the did you see that lizard anywhere? Do you think the lizard's gone? Let's say the lizard is gone. Let's just say the lizard's gone, and let's just try to get some food. So anyway, we worked in these things called SCIFs, which is a secure compartmentalized intelligence facility. And a SCIF, SCIFs they look like various things, right? If you're in a tactical unit, the SCIF looks kind of like a train car that is also like a big safe, right? You just work in a big safe. If you're strategic, it's probably a building. Oh, you know that from NCIS? Oh. So the thing about the skiff is there must always be 2 people in the skiff at all times because the skiff holds classified material, right? So it can never be left by itself, and there can't be only one person there. That's just how skiffs work. So 24/7, 365 a year, there've got to be 2 people in the skiff. Now, what do you do about holidays? Someone's got to be there on Christmas. Someone's got to be there on New Year's. Someone's got to be there on every single holiday. How do you decide who has got to... And by the way, even if nobody is... Like, we don't... depending on your unit, you may not have... you may not have anybody working at 2 in the morning. But someone's always got to be there, right? There's always got to be somebody there on guard duty, as it were. I'm not happy about our situation because we're going to come out of this with low food and then we're going to die and it's going to be harder for us, but that's life. Yeah, did you have a course on the woods where there was a cardboard models of vehicles and soldiers? After the course, they asked you what you spotted and how many. I failed to see a tank and several soldiers. You were IMINT. I was comment. So IMINT is image intelligence, and I was communications intelligence. So we had different exams. I see, Volus. But the point is, someone always has to be there, right? And so who's going to be there on Christmas? Who's going to be there on Valentine's Day? Who's going to be there on New Year's? Who's going to be there on Thanksgiving? I'll tell you who it was. It was me, because I wasn't married. And so their assumption was that, well, holidays should go to people who are married and who have kids, you know. And so all of us single people had to work every single holiday. Every single holiday, everyone. And here's the thing. There are many of those times when I actually wasn't single, but I couldn't tell them because being queer in the Army was illegal. And if I told them, they'd put me in jail. So... you know, it was just one of those things where my colleagues got to tell me all about their personal lives at work all the time, and I had to not say anything about my personal life or I could go to jail. So I felt there was a deep unfairness there, and that was, you know, not great. I didn't like it. I found it not fun. That was not my ideal situation, but that is also how a lot of society is organized, right? Like our society... Woo! Excuse me for one moment. No! Go down. Hi, how are you? Hey, I hope you're doing well. I escaped murder. I need a lot more bats if I want to get out of here, which is super unfortunate. But, yeah. I'm going to pause this for a second to catch up on chat. Whew, that's some bullshit. Hospitals are the same way. When I was in X-ray school, it was always the unmarried. Xmas was for us Jews. You're not going to miss anything. Yeah. My great uncle Jack was a cryptographer assigned to China in World War II. Oh, that's so cool. Rissa says, I learned to put in for the holiday 6 months to a year ahead. Most companies I've worked for were reluctant to undo time off already approved, but I know I was lucky in that regard. Yeah, and that's just, yeah, the Army wasn't going to do it. I imagine that being a POC probably didn't help with it. No, none of that really helped. And so, right, that was just, and here's the other thing about having kids. What is out, I'm in the United States. What is the United States' general practice for taking care of people in their old age? They have kids. So if you do not have kids and you get old, well, it's going to suck to be you. So I'm looking forward to doing more work than my colleagues, also taking care of my nephews and all of that kind of stuff. And then when I get old and retire, breaking a hip and dying alone, and no one will find my body for like a year until they come to evict me because my rent's not paid. you know, that is what I'm looking forward to, because that's how our society is set up in certain ways. And every election year, people will talk about it, just like they are right now. Yep. Abigail says, Blep, I request ritual sacrifice. I just got from the field. Hey, welcome back from the field. I expect to die gasping and struggling in a house empty of anything but dogs someday. Yep. You and me both, except I have a roommate. I just would really love that lizard to leave. You know what I mean? Like, I would just love it for it to go. There's so many bats here that I could eat, but there's a lizard right there. Just right there. You know, there is a... Are you gonna go back out tomorrow? Hey, was your field, was it good? Were they good? Were your field exercises interesting? Oh, hey, I have a spear. Not gonna be very helpful, but, everywhere I've worked, the holidays were always in rotation. You knew you would be working this holiday this year. Hospitals are open 24/7. Yeah. And see, for us, because, Intel facilities are open 24/7, they just gave all of the holidays to... and all the worst shifts to single people, because they thought that was fairer. And that was that. I mean, that was just what it was. I was always on mids or swings. Always had the worst shifts, never had holidays off, because why would you give holidays to single people or give good shifts to single people? Yeah. They should give all the shifts to people with kids so they don't have to spend as much time with them. Some people love their kids. Didn't do anything. As a 91F, you go to the field for support with every field exercise. Meh, less fun. So, it would be great if this lizard would leave, would go far away. Far away! Far away! I'm gonna keep bouncing. Loving your kids and being able to stand there are two different things. My parents were the best, by the way. So you get the excuse. This way you have the weekend off to party. I had a field week ago. Was supposed to have it from Friday and Monday as well, but they set the shit on fire, so we left early. For us, it didn't matter what marital status was. People were always in the hospital beds. Oh. At least, you know, sounds like it sucked for everybody equally. And look, here's the thing. I actually don't mind. Like, this is very army of me, which is why I was so frustrated by this. I'm a big fan of teamwork, right? That we're all part of the team together, and that we all sacrifice together for, like, you know, all for one for all, that kind of a thing. And so I would be happy to take Christmas sometimes so that other people don't have it, but then they would take Christmas sometimes so that I can have it, right? Or et cetera, et cetera. But that's not how it worked, right? In the same way that I would be happy to sometimes go to the concerts if other people would also go to concerts, right? I would be happy to take the really early morning classes if other people would also take the early morning classes, so I wouldn't always have to do them. But there's a different model of fairness. Hey, where did that lizard go? Oh, there it is. There's just a different model of fairness operating, which, you know, is not my joy. The lizard won't move if not given a reason. Well, I hope like a vulture will come. That would be nice. My parents are the best too. I love kids too, but I hate unfairness. That's where I'm at. Emphasis should be on shared burden. That's what I think we should all share. My issue is more that I imagine most of them use it as an excuse. They ignore their kids, and once their parents get old, they dump them into old age homes, but then try to claim it for their own gain. Oh, I'm less cynical. I assume that my colleagues love their kids and care about them and spend time with them and all of that. It's just, you know, that we all have things in our lives, and some people's things count more than other people's things, and I kind of don't think that's fair. Where did that... oh, there's the lizard. Okay. That's all. Do you know what I mean? That's all. Whoa! Hi. Nope! Down! Down! No! Plus, we all knew each other and knew the singles had families and lives too. Maybe I've just been blessed by very professional workers. I think you have been. I think you probably have been. And, you know, it's also, I think, I have a colleague, one of my colleagues I love dearly. One of my colleagues I think is just really the best, very thoughtful, very kind. She is one of the other people that ends up doing a lot of extra work. And she has kids. Well, she has one kid, but a small little kid who like takes up a lot of time and needs childcare. And she also shares this burden with me. And I remember she was on the work-life balance at one point in time. And I just mentioned to her, I was like, you know, I kind of think it's not cool that the work-life balance never actually takes into account single people at all. And she heard me say that, and she said, oh, you're right. I actually never thought about single people. Oh, hi. Nope. And okay. Well, we're not dead yet. And now we're dead. There you go. Yep. And it's like it just never occurred to her to think about single people at all. Like when she thought about work-life balance, she thought about people with kids, people with spouses, and maybe people with parents they have to take care of. But never thought about, she just never thought about us at all. Just never even occurred to her that we might have needs. And once I pointed out to her, she was like, oh, you're right. And then she's been a really good advocate. So I appreciate her very, very much. She also does more than her fair share of service. And also she has a kid. And I don't think that's particularly fair, right? I kind of think that maybe it shouldn't just be single people, women, and marginalized people who do the bulk of the service work. That's just my thought. Just my thought there. Kind of feel like it should maybe be shared amongst the whole team. That's nope. No. So I'm gonna die here. It's really exciting. There's nope. Okay. I was hoping I could maybe get that spear and then stab him, but that's not what happened. Yeah. Weaponizing vultures. I wish you luck. Only consistent way I found was a vulture grub. But with enough of them, I was able to make a whole section of the map, No Man's Land, where no lizard dared to enter for fear of the vultures. Yes. For like at least 20 cycles. See, that sounds awesome. Yeah, sadly that we are all a team family sentiment can be all too easily abused and used to gaslight certain people into doing the bulk of the work. Yeah. Oh, go take a shower. Abigail. I have Abigail, before you go. You know how it is when you've gone to the field, in Korea we'd go for like a month at a time, and you're in the field, you come back. I remember this time I came back from the field, I was in Korea. We'd been in for a month. I was grody, right? And I go back to the barracks, I go to the shower, and I'm out of soap and shampoo. And I'm like, dang it. So I go to the PX to go and get soap and shampoo. I've washed off the camo from my face, but it's still stuck at the corners of your ears and all that. And like your hair is just gross because it's been under the helmet and the helmet pad for a month, and you're just like, oh, my life is so terrible. And I remember I was at the PX and I'm walking out, and somebody was hitting on me. And I was like, why are you hitting on me? I'm gross. Do you know what I mean? Like, you never know why people are going to hit on you at some point in time. I was like, why are you sexually harassing me right now? I clearly came out of the field and looked gross. But that first shower, that first real shower, once you get out of the field, is so good. So good. So good. Oh, enjoy that shower. Society media have also been pushing that idea that work-life balance is just for families for ages. Yeah. Single parents have it the roughest. Oh, I totally agree with you, Hawkeye. I totally agree when it comes to work-life balancing. I know I did trades that were detrimental to my schedule to help them out, but I do know I'm probably an exception, not the rule. Right. And, go walk the dogs. Man, got that homeless. This is what I'm saying. Do you like homeless? Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And I was like, what is going on? I just think that's hilarious. But you know, Hawkeye, I'm with you on that one. Like I am happy to be flexible, right? It's just that we should all be flexible for each other. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, single parents. My mom was a single parent for a while, not for a long time, but for a while, and much respect. That's hard. 1 second, important video to find out. Go ahead, do it, do it. Yeah. So you know, point being that I feel like I need to move next summer, and I also feel like moving next summer. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Honestly, I'm just telling y'all, I do not know what I'm going to do about it because I don't know where I'm going to live because everything is just so expensive around here. Okay, we're in trouble. I just want bats, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I really want in my life. I just want bats. I'm going to hang out here for a second until that vulture leaves or comes to find me. You still around? No? Great. Let me just get some food. I have to get a lot of bats because I'm sort of in a bad bat situation, bad food situation. All right, let me just oh, man. Okay. Up. Vulture. Hanging out. We're gonna kind of just like try to be tricky. Moving away stinks, and moving in the summer is the absolute worst. Although I imagine moving in the snow is... Oh no, moving in the summer is the only time I can move. Can you imagine moving during the school year when I have to consistently teach? That'd be awful. Moving in the summer is the only like good break time I have. Not really break time. It's when I'm supposed to be doing my research, but it's really like the only time to move without disrupting teaching and service and all of that. Because, you know, got to do the thing. Got to do the thing. So, Atomica, you asked the question about do schools like having scholars in residence? Well, it depends on the school, of course. Many schools don't have them because they don't. Many schools don't have them. It's considered like when schools have them, they have them for the students as like a thing that's they think is important for student experience, for the student experience. So, but many schools don't have them. And if they do have them, they usually don't have many of them. Like we only have 4 total because they take up space, right? You have to reserve some of your residential hall units for these scholars in residence. Now, a lot of studies show that having scholars in residence is a positive for the students and it's a good thing to do and you should totally have them. Let's do this. Down. Pardon me. We are going to try and fake out that vulture. Let's just see if we can get the vulture to... Okay, great. Hi, vulture. Come and visit me. Come down over here. You know you what? I'm just so tasty. Right over here. Woo! Woo! Are you still up there? Okay, I think the vulture's still around, but I also think that I can probably make it across before he gets me. So let's just... This is it. Okay, everybody. The cheat is to the limit. All right. Whew. All right. So we're gonna be able to, make it across. Now we just have to not die right here. Oop, almost. Almost. I've got to get far enough out that I can jump up and catch the ledge, but not far enough that I die. Okay, that's it. Okay, got it. We're there. Okay, everybody. We're going to be able to sleep. This is us. Great. Okay. Oh, go. Oh, thank you for that YouTube short. Moving in winter as well. Try to carry a 3-person couch on slippery ice and avoiding frostbites. Oh, early fall. I'm going to just copy this link address and I'm going to put it in my browser.
You ever dated home?
There you go. Boom. So, yeah, I'm going to have to, I'm pretty sure. Now, I will tell you this, because they have such turnover in our leadership, they may not realize that. They might have forgotten that I can't be here any more than 3 years and I should leave this summer, which means theoretically, I guess I could stay for another year. But I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to stay another year because there's such turnover. It's really hard to do my job as a scholar in residence because there's no continuity and consistency. So I don't know. But anyway, Atomica, I think it's a good job. But I was also an RA in college, so I enjoy it. I think it's a good deal. But a lot of schools just don't do it. And especially, I imagine my university would love to get rid of scholars in residence because then they can they could turn our rooms into triples. You know what I mean? They could turn the 4 faculty apartments into triples and just have more students. So I am pretty certain they would love to get rid of us. And they probably will one of these days. I would not be surprised. But it's a good thing for students. I have found it very useful as a faculty member to live in the halls. I mean, not just for free rent purposes, but because, what is this music for? What is this about? I'm skeptical. But because living in the halls with the students means I get to know them in different ways. So I found out a lot about their other classes. That computer science 40 has an insanely heavy workload, right? I've learned a lot about them in ways that it's been very good for me, and I've been able to advocate for the students better because I know more about their lives and their schedules than I would have otherwise. So it has been like a benefit for me as well. I'm very happy to be a scholar in residence. Let's do that. I have not yet figured out how to jump from bit to bit without dying, but I think I'm gonna have to try again because this vulture's here. Every time, oh, wait, are you gonna leave? Are you gonna leave? You are not gonna leave, are you? Well, I just died. How did that happen? I died. I just want you to know that. And I died. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Cool. I died. We're going to do this again. Look, I don't mind. I get to chat with you all. We're getting this music is still sticking around. Why? What does it mean? I don't know what it means, but we're getting dramatic music. Anyhow, Atomica, it's a good gig. And of course, look, I actually think a 3-year limit on being a scholar in residence is a good idea because there are only 4 slots and there are a lot of faculty who I think would love to have the opportunity of being a scholar in residence. So I actually am not bothered by there being a limit. I think it's, ooh, hello. I think it's only fair. So I'm not bothered. I will note, however, ooh. Okay. It would be great if I could not die here, you know? That would be awesome. Let's just see if I can get bats and not die. This is really my whole goal here. Come on, bat. Come on, bat. Hang out with me, not with the lizard. Like, hang out with me. Trick or treat, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I would like to eat bats, but there's a lizard up there, and that lizard is, oh! Oh my gosh! Oh, hi. Hi. How you doing? I've got bats. Woo! No! Hi. How you doing? I died. How are you doing, everybody? I hope that was great. So, awesome. This is a very tricky bit, and it's mostly just the food part. Well, I mean, there's also the other dying part, but I don't die to the other part nearly as much as I die to trying to get food. So, you know, I feel like that's says something about food insecurity. That's all. Anyhow. Yeah. So I do think it's fair, but I also think that maybe housing shouldn't be this expensive. Anyway, folks, I have no idea what I'm going to do when it comes to where I'm going to be living next year. I just don't know. Also, what if I get a job at a different university? You know what I mean? And then I would have to move again. Down. Then I would have to move again. Right? And, well, I suppose I don't need to, I suppose I just shouldn't think about that. That said, here's the other thing. You don't have to unpack books and whatnot. It's just really hard to get motivated to unpack when you know that you're going to have to move, like, soon. That's all. Just noting that as well. It's hard to be motivated to unpack things when you're like, probably going to have to move again and pack everything back up. And that's just like, you know, excuse me. Let's just go over here and down, 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 down. Nope. Down. Ah! Hi. How are you? I was thinking, and I mean the entire rom-com genre is predicated on the idea that being single is somehow something to be feared and avoided at all costs. Oh, that's true, actually. Right? I mean, that's true. That's true, Artie. Yeah. I was thinking about incels and how they talk about how their lives are basically over because they're not dating anybody and they never will date anybody and their life is so terrible and so they hate women, and they're like 20 years old. And I was like, you're 20 years old, dude. Like, you have got time. Like, it's also okay to be single. It's okay. And they're like, well, but if I'm single, I have nobody to talk to. It's like, you should have friends. Like, you should work on, like, when I think about incels, which, you know, they've got their misogyny problem, they got a lot of stuff going on, right? Oh, no. Oh, come on. I think about how a lot of that really seems fueled by the, and they will say it themselves, right? They will say, if you're not dating somebody, your life has no value and you have no worth. And that is a message they got from somewhere, and that is a bad message. Of course you have value and worth if you're single. Of course you do. Of course you can be part of a community. You know, you just because you're single, unlike what J.D. Vance says, just because you're single doesn't mean you're a leech on society. You still contribute to society. I mean, heck, I'm a teacher. I'm having an impact on people's kids all the time. And I counsel them and I talk to them and I help them transition to becoming yeah, just because you're single doesn't mean that you are a leech or have no value on society. And a lot of these incels, they talk in ways that are so hateful to themselves, as if the only value that they could ever have is in having money and dating somebody, having sex. And or both. And here it goes. Here we go, everybody. This is my life. We're gonna try to, oh my gosh. Hi. So, I don't know if you noticed that, but I did. I'm gonna go across here and, try to get some fruit while they're distracted, although they're not that distracted, so, there's that. Yeah, whew. Society media is where they got that message. Yeah, but they clearly place no value on teachers, sadly. Yeah, but also it's not just, yeah, society media, yeah. Yep. Let me just, eat this. So we can hibernate and get the next level of karma. It's not gonna be great for us because I like to be full up, because if we do this, then we're gonna end up, when we die, needing a lot more food, but, at least. Okay, and they're bats, and also no vultures. So let's just eat. Okay, this is us. Okay, this is us. We're in it. Okay, all we need to do now is just sleep. Sleep and get through, and everything will be great. If anybody wants to know, it's all good. This is us. This is us being successful and hibernating and getting through the Chimney Canopy and finding a safe spot. This is us, what's the word? Actualizing? Manifesting. This is manifesting success. Manifesting success. Yep. Anyhow, so y'all, I'm gonna need to find, oh, you know what I do sometimes? This is funny. And by funny, I kind of mean not funny, but, you know, work with me. So you know how the Federal Housing Administration says that you should not spend more than 1/3 of your income on rent? And that if you spend more than 1/3 of your income on rent, you are housing insecure. And if you spend more than 1/2 of your income on rent, then you are, like, it's like housing critical badness or whatever it is. So like, there's math you can do to calculate what is, like, the appropriate amount of mortgage you should have according to the federal guidelines. And I was like, okay, let's see if any house like that exists in the Boston area. They clearly think that's possible in all parts of the country, and no. I'm actually not quite certain it's possible in hardly any parts of the country. So I've done a search. I was like, okay, let's see what houses in the Boston area fit this criteria. 0. There are 0 of them. And not just in the Boston area. I can get pretty, like, I think, again, if I wanted to buy a house that fit that criteria, I think I'd have to move out of state. Very, very far out of state. Just, you know, I'm going to try jumping. Hey, that was cool. But, that's not cool. So, this is a bit of a problem right now, that we've got this vulture hanging out, just hanging out, and I would like to go down that, all right, look, let's do our best. I don't know if we can do our best, but let's try. This is, like, probably a bad idea, but yeah, it is. Oh, here, excuse me. What the heck, y'all? Okay. I don't want to go down, because I always die when I go down those, when I try the other way. I always die. And I don't want to try to go the other way because, you know, I'll die. Well, maybe I can, nope, that's not what I want. What I want is to, jump up. Oh! If I could, no, I don't want to go that way. I want to, I don't know if I can reach that. Hey, they're gone. Maybe? Alright, everybody. Oops. I might be able to do this. Okay, everybody, don't say anything out loud. But I might be able to do this. Maybe? Okay, they're back. This is terrible. Okay. Oh no! I slipped off. Ooh! Ooh! I was so close, everybody. I was so close. So close. Oh. Only fairly priced estate for our average human is second-hand portage on in a very remote part of Alaska or Canada. Yeah. I got too excited. Hey, PB, how are you? PB is going to be in the game with me starting at 5 p.m. Eastern. So, soon. I was looking at Zillow, and I was looking for affordable places again, there was nothing. But then I saw something. Something showed up, and it was like $150,000 and had pretty good square feet. And I was like, oh. It might have been $200,000, but it might have been $150 or $200,000. Pretty good square feet, downtown Boston. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I went and I clicked on it to see what it was, and it was a double parking spot. It was not a house. It was not an apartment. It was a parking spot. It was a parking spot for like $150,000. Yeah. I thought that wasn't cool. And I was like, wow. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks for getting my hopes up. And then I thought, can I live in a garage? Then I was like, no, it doesn't have water. I guess I can't. So sad for me. Okay. Everybody. I just need one more bat. If I can get one more bat, then I think we can try again. Hey, bats. Are you hanging out? Where are you? I just want to eat one of you. Is that too, Ooh, what was that? Hey, bats. Come here. Woo! I got it. I got a bat. I'm going to eat this bat, and then we're going to go. Wah! Okay, everybody. We got this. This time we're manifesting success. This is us manifesting success. Just know it. See it. Oh, to quote the Rocky Horror Picture Show, don't dream it, be it. Probably not climate controlled enough for all your bricks and games. Yeah, I don't think so. Not everyone can live the insane way I do. Yeah. It's, you know, I will find out. I will find out where I live. I'll have to probably start looking in the spring, figure out where I'll live. Maybe I'm gonna have to get a car. I mean, I only love the term friend zone for so many reasons. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being a friend. Being friends is great. I love being friends with people. If somebody's like, I want to be your friend, I'd be like, that is awesome. What an awesome thing. You know what I mean? That's all. I mean, sure, unrequited feelings always suck, but that's also life. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. As long as everybody's cool about it. You move on. Yeah. Okay, everybody, this is us. This time, we're going to manifest success. We're going to manifest life. We're going to manifest flying across the world and not dying. That's what we're manifesting. I feel like I could do like one of those weird 1970s, like... 1970s sci-fi creepy voices. You know, like in like Logan's Run, that kind of a thing. Like Logan's Run, relax. Don't worry. Just let yourself, give yourself to the whatever. You know, it's one of those, like, it's that sort of like calming woman's voice that is also maybe just a little bit creepy because maybe she's going to try to kill you in some way. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you know. Whoop. The computer is your friend. I feel like there's a voice that I'm thinking about. Keep your laser handy. Yeah. What was it? It was like, was it maybe the movie, Looker, perhaps, that I'm thinking about? Oh, a computer that controlled a building. All right, I'm going to try to not die here. All right, we're going to just go at like little bit by little bit. Little bit by little bit. Little. Whoop! Hey, I did it. I don't think I've ever done this before. Maybe I have. Look, we did it. Ha ha ha. Wait. Let's go down here for the moment and just see. I don't know if we've gotten this far. Okay, I think we have gotten this far once, and I think we died. It's okay. Looker was the gun that froze you and erased the last memory? Yes, and so, yeah. Yeah. No, Looker was great. Looker was, also had a great theme song by Sue Sad and the Next. Okay, everybody, you know what? What if we did it?
Name game.
Oh, okay, there's a name game coming, and I'm going to sing it once we get ourselves not here. Okay, wait, and pause. The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. PB plays inside. Hold on a second. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F. Or an M will appear. And then I say bow at a B. Then I say the name. Then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F. Very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. Then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Krellin, bobellin, banana, fanna, faux felon, fee, fi, mo, melon. Krellin the melon felon. The name game. Woo! Thank you for that resub. 68 months. That's like, old. Like me. You have 5 minutes to reach minimum safe distance. Yes. I heard someone put it in a good way that is more accurate to say that people tend to put people in the fuck zone more often where they don't really care about the person. They just want to sleep with them. Well, I also think that sometimes they might think they care about them, but that's just their hormones. It was aliens. She was kind of bland and flat, though not menacing at all. Hey, PB plays inside. Are you still here? PB, are you still here? If you're still here, Okay, good. All right, so PB and also Krillin, you haven't seen it, so I'm gonna just bust it out to show you again. Because I had to get an Uber to the UPS station so I could get it before they sent it back because everything was borked on their end. But oh wait, hold on. Check it out. Check out my electric banjo, right, with the MIDI port and like the cool, like it's just, I just, ah! Oh, it's so exciting. Just look at it. Look at this electric banjo. Ah! Whew. I cannot play it for you at the moment because I have to deal with routing sound and all of that. Um, but I will be dealing with routing sound, and then I will be able to show it to you. I will play it on stream. When will I play it on stream? That's a very good question because the school year is starting not this coming week, but basically the week after for me. So we're in that sort of big crunch, and I've got to do syllabi and all that stuff. But I will be playing it on stream sometime, and I hope sometime soon, because right? Whew, yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited about it. It's so exciting. Wait till finals week and blast the walls out with the thing. Man, I've got a good amp. I might need so the thing is, I might be able to get a new amp because I've got so I have a different electric banjo that doesn't have a MIDI pickup. And that one, oh, it's quite old actually. But that one, they recommended you get a keyboard amp to play it with. And a keyboard amp, if you do not know, is massive, huge, and heavy. But with this one, I bet I could get away with I bet I could get like a little mini amp, like a little tiny, tiny one. And if I could get a little tiny, tiny amp, easily portable, then I could just have it sitting here rather than the keyboard amp is very tall. It's like 3 feet tall, maybe. It's really big and it's very heavy, and it's over in the other room. I don't want to like bring it in and out all the time. But if I get like a little like pug nose amp, then I could like plug in and just like doodle doodle doodle. I should go to Guitar Center. Also, I need a strap. So at some point in time, when I have free time, I don't know when that is, I should go to Guitar Center and just get a little mini amp and a guitar strap. PB says, cannot wait to hear this banjo of the future. Me too. I plugged it in and I was running it through MainStage, which is an Apple program. And I was getting some good sounds out of it. What are y'all doing right now? Wait, we'll have to wait. I do. I have my precious. It's a doorbell. How you saw? Oh, it exists. Show it again. Oh, how will you incorporate it into some tabletop though? That's what I want to know. I need to watch. I need to watch the. I have ideas, but I have ideas that I've been wanting to do for a while, but it would take a bit of production I have to work through. But I also heard that I haven't seen Moonstone yet. The the new Mitz thing, where Zen they are running it, and I think they're playing music live because they're a musician, and I really want to see what they're doing because I think it might be similar to what I was thinking in my mind. Anyhow, and people say you don't have a baby. They clearly haven't seen you with your banjo. Now I want to write a Call of Cthulhu scenario with an evil banjo. Skin. So first we have classes extra credit. Come rewire Trooper's place for sound and lighting. Your teaser of seasons of at 5 p.m. has whetted my imagination. Even have a proposed title of episode for you, even if I've veered off in the wrong direction. A little belt end for noodling. Call of Cthulhu, Deliverance. All right, so here's what's going to happen. I am going to get back to this, and then I'm gonna see if I don't die. Ooh! Bat! Bat! Come here, Bat! Oh, I don't want to... No, Bat! I could have had that bat. The bat escaped. Toreador banjo. Hey, look! More bats! Okay, but I'm in the wrong space. Okay, where... What? Okay, I just saw a bee. Okay, what are those? Alright, I have never been here, everybody. I don't know what those are. Okay, are those bad? Are they gonna kill me? Those are gonna kill me, right? Are those gonna kill me? They're totally gonna kill me. Everything looks... Oh, do you think that's gonna kill me? Oh, no! Don't kill me! Okay, it didn't kill me. I mean, everything wants to eat me. Maybe they don't want to eat me. Maybe they just want to eat bats. Okay. So... Hi. Oh, they're eating bats. What if I eat bats and then they get angry and they try to kill me because I'm eating their bats? Maybe that's what happens. I don't know. Also, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. We've never been this far. Golly. Well. Well, I don't know if up is the way to go, but, might as well try, right? There's so many bats here that maybe I can find hey, everybody. We've never been this far before. Oh, they're beautiful trees and everything. Okay. I really wish my little friend would show up and tell me which way to go. My little cursor friend. Little pixel cursor friend. Okay. Right? Yeah, maybe they chase you if you're holding a bat. So I don't know where this is. This doesn't look great, does it? Well, I don't know. We really do need to find a place to sleep. I don't know if the place to sleep is this way. It feels weird. I'm scared too. Let's go back the other way. There's a lizard there. I don't like that. Okay. Yeah, let's go down, right? Let's go down. Let's go back where we were, because that inner thing feels like it could be good. I mean, there are bugs there and all, but maybe they won't kill me. You know? Like, maybe if I am friendly, they won't kill me. Okay. Hi, bug. Alright, so, let's go down. Let's just go down. And let's see if maybe going down will get us somewhere interesting, right? Like, okay. I don't know. I'm a little afraid of dying. Okay, everybody. Oh! No! Up that way. Thanks, cursor, for letting me know now. I bounced off. I would have been fine, but I bounced off in some kind of weird way. That's the furthest we've gotten. We still didn't make it. Still didn't make it, but it looks like up that way. Whew. We still have time, though. COC Deliverance thought, in Elder Scrolls during the Oblivion Crisis, the denizens of Oblivion invaded the world through gates. This backfired in Argonia, where the swamp-dwelling lizard folk actually invaded Oblivion back. I feel something similar would happen if Cthulhu invaded the wrong parts of the south. Hey, what are you doing right now? Are you busy? Are y'all busy right now? You're not busy, right? So, I just want to test something, right? Just testing something. I don't know if I can do this, but, you're a little busy. Look, I'm going to just test something. I don't know if I can do it. I died. I bounced off. It was ridiculous. I died. Made me sad. Okay. Have I heard of Percy French, an Irish comic songwriter of the early 1900s? I haven't. So give me links. Give me links. I just want to test something. We're not doing anything. I'm just testing something. So I'm not doing anything. We're not, at the moment, doing anything. I'm just testing a thing. I'm testing a theory that I have that it might be bunnies. Because this is electric. I'm plugging in electric, not plug in MIDI, because I don't have I got like the MIDI interface that I have, which is a banjo synth. It's a guitar synth. I've not unpacked that yet, so I can only plug in electric. And again, I'm not playing. I'm just testing. Just testing. What I'm testing is, can I route the sound to get you to hear it? This is my question, you know? Okay, I have an idea of what I can do. Let's see if it'll work. Let's put you on 7/8. Trooper needs to distract himself from his most recent death and is still trying to figure out how to incorporate the banjo into the season of death stream tonight. Trooper was the kid who picked at the edge of the birthday Christmas presents to peek. I'm not opening. No, I'm just, you know. All right, I think you should be able to hear this. Tell me if you can. You can't hear that, right? Anyhow, that's a thing you can do with an electric banjo. How cool is that? Oh, this is never gonna sound like a banjo. That is not a thing it's gonna really ever sound like, because banjo tones come from the resonating chamber, and this does not have a resonating chamber. It's not gonna ever sound like a banjo. I mean, you can get it's gonna sound like an electronics fretted instrument, you know? That's like a pretty clean tone. But again, it's never going to sound like a banjo, right? Like that kind of real twangy sound. This will not sound like that because it's solid bodied. My other electric banjo, which does have a bit of a small resonating chamber in it, will sound a bit more like a banjo. There is, but that one, it's a little bit iffy. But there is a, by the way, I'm going to really have to get used to the fact that there is a string right here that is not the bass string. That's throwing me off because I'm used to all of these. All of that is on like for me, the lowest string, and that string, because this has all 5 strings down all the way to the neck, there's actually a higher string that's right here that sometimes I'll have to get used to not fretting because I can't play it anyway, but because it's capoed up here. But I realize I'm going to have to get used to the fact that it's there and just not touch it. And remember, it's this, not this. That's all. I have to just get used to it. Yes. Tone, it sounds nice. Yep. 30-minute ring. Thank you, 30. I thought you were going into Moon Shadow for a moment there. I'm pretty sure that there are banjo MIDI instruments that I could probably trigger. Most likely. But my point here is that I was able to get you to hear it. There is a much cheaper electric banjo. This was not cheap. A much cheaper electric banjo. It's new. It's from Goldtone, and Goldtone specializes in making cheap banjos, but they're often kind of cheap. But they have a banjo that is hollow bodied that is sort of styled sort of like an F style mandolin, and that actually does have a real sort of banjo sound to it, while still being an electroacoustic, but it's not like there's some other electroacoustics that I don't know how I feel about them. Also, there's I just found a place called Moretone, and they create hybrids. They'll take they call them banjo casters. They take Telecaster bodies and they attach banjo next to them, so you can get that sound. But I don't know them. This is the first time I've heard of them. Musical instruments themed RPG game where the instruments live like toys at a Toy Story. Call it No Strings Attached. But then they wouldn't be able to play. No. No. This should be I'm going down this road. I need this one here. I'm going down this road feeling bad, honey, babe. I'm going down this road feeling bad. I'm going down this road feeling bad, honey, babe. And I ain't gonna be treated this old way. I'm going where the water tastes like wine, honey, babe, Lord. Going where the water tastes like wine. I'm going where the water tastes like wine, honey, babe. I ain't gonna be treated this old way. Going where they don't treat me mean, honey, babe. Going where they don't treat me mean. Going where they don't treat me mean, honey, babe. Ain't gonna be treated this old way. Going where the weather suits my clothes, honey, babe, Lord. Going where the weather suits my clothes. Going where the weather suits my clothes, honey, babe. I ain't gonna be treated this old way. The gal I love done turn her back on me, honey, babe. The gal I love done turn her back on me. Gal I love done turn her back on me, honey, babe. And I ain't gonna be treated this old way. Last verse. Thought I heard a whistle blow, honey, babe. Thought I heard a whistle blow. Thought I heard a whistle blow, honey, babe. Blow like it ain't gonna blow no more. Cleanest sound. Okay, well, it works. I can route the banjo through main stage to you. Okay. And it doesn't look like main stage takes up a whole lot of RAM. Okay. Okay. And I can actually still play it. So that's exciting. Hold on. I did tell you I wasn't going to play the banjo. I slipped. I fell. Just banjos happened and I couldn't do anything about it. That was just... I just fell. I fell onto the banjo. Oops. 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 Your brain is registering that as more banjo-y? Yeah. Hold on. We need to press a button so this rain stops giving me sounds. There we go. So that's a little bit more banjo, and I think we can probably do a bit of filtering to try to get it to sound a little bit twangier. I'll just have to apologize to the folks in Discord. Yeah, but I'm going to come back with weird stuff. I didn't mean to open the present. I was just looking and it fell open. What am I supposed to do? It just happens. If you weren't dead, oh no, I was dead. I was very, very dead. So that was like a preset on the main stage, which is more of a clean sound, but I bet I can find some good stuff in there that'll do stuff. You know what I don't have? I don't have donuts. I don't have donuts. Should I have donuts? That's a very good question. Sorry. Hey, by the way, I just want you to know that was my first time actually playing it. I was noodling around a little bit last night, but I didn't have a lot of time because I had to get ready for a lot of things. So I was noodling a little bit just to see if I could actually get it to work in main stage, and then I did. I have yet to test the MIDI part, which I will obviously do. When will I do that? I don't know. Oh, man. I would like to test it tonight, but I've got to make granola tonight, and I also really, really, really have to do a bunch of work email, which involves getting back to people who want to know things from me. So tonight after game, I will make a granola and do lots of email, but I'm hoping I could try to bust out my, it's a Roland has a guitar synth for that particular kind of MIDI pickup. And I'm hoping, is that gone? Is that lizard gone? Is it gone? I feel like it can't be gone. I feel like if it were gone, my life would be better. And I feel like my life can't be good because, you know, this game is out to get me. Maybe it's gone. Nope. Nope. Nope, it is not gone. Woo! Excuse me. You know how I said it wasn't gone? That is correct. It was not gone. That was a lie. Well, let's, well, all right. So here's my thought. That's not going anywhere. We are not going to be successfully getting anything good. Let's try to go that route that I can't go and that I die at, because why not? Maybe we'll be able to make the jump this time and we'll go somewhere new. But again, I'm not confident in that, but you know, it's time. Oh no, I've got like a whole 20 minutes. I've got ages. I've got ages of time. What do we have here? Let's see. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I think. Oh, hello. Why are you here? Why are you here? I'm just messing around, trying out stuff. Why are you even here right now? Leave me alone. Ooh. Did you see it? I think the problem we had last time was that that's a dead end. So I think we have to be up top. So the question is, can I jump? Can I just jump from here up there? Maybe I can. Let's try it. I don't know if I can. Nope. Nope. You cannot. Can't do it. That's fine. Had to get some chicken soup for Mom. She's feeling like, oh, I'm so sorry. I know, but I'm leaving it like 3:15. 3. How can you bet if you don't have donuts? It is dollar donuts. That's true. I had protein today. I have dinner tonight, right? I have my chicken adobo. White Slug Chat said, can't jump. It's true. It's embarrassing for them. Maybe this time will do it for us. So look, I've got to like 3:15, and then I'm going to leave. I have to change shirts, because changing shirts is important. I need to put on my blood red shirt for the game that definitely doesn't have vampires in it. Just an average missing agent, nothing, no big deal. PB, such a good player. Oh, PB, I don't know if PB's still here, but somebody in chat noticed, mentioned how great your tradecraft is, and it is so good. I'm just like in heaven. I'm going to have to invite PB for more espionage games. Hey, PB, if I ever do, well, when I say if I ever do, I am going to, look, my plan is to write up Kolos as a book, and then, like, I'm going to do Kolos as an actual book, like a real, honest-to-goodness book that I will then put on game-selling platforms and whatnot. And I don't know if I will do a Kickstarter for it. Sort of depends. I want to get art. Really, I'll have to go and price everything out. Anyway, point being that if I do a Kickstarter for it, which I may or may not do, we'll see. But whatever I'm going to do to promote it, I am going to run some more Kolos. And PB needs to be in Kolos. Just has to. That's just a a mandatory thing now, I'm afraid. So, no. So, I ran for about like 2 years, a game called City of Light and Shadow using Fate, modified. I modified it to do what I want it to do a little bit, and so I'm going to put out a book that is both. Can I make this jump? I can, right? I can make this jump. That is both a setting book, but also a book on how to run Fate in a more simulationist, gritty way for those people who want to do that. And it will include like the faction system that I brought up. I made a new action, a couple different kind of. There's like Fate has conflicts, chases, and challenges, and I added a new one called a clash. But basically, I added a whole bunch to Fate and took things from different spaces to create a Fate that is a lot more simulationist and gritty by default. And I created a brand new faction system. I did a bunch of stuff for it, and so it'll be a setting book to do French resistance or any kind of resistance, but specifically the French resistance, sort of a campaign. This is going to be real bad. We're going to see if we can get more food. I don't really want to go through with as little food as we have. Oh, yeah, you know what? We're going to go through with as little food as we have. That's what we're doing. I lied to you. I was just joking. We are going through right now. Yep. Yep. There we go. Yes. Whew. Can you use... Knights of Living Stars. Can you use Fate for your own stuff? Yeah, Fate is on an open license. You can absolutely use Fate for your own stuff. It's I believe right now it's all Creative Commons. So you can absolutely use Fate for your own stuff. It's going to be a mix of, probably a mix of Creative Commons and the OGL. Oh, hey, a rainbow. Ooh, a rainbow. Amazing how a brief encounter with a massive monster can change your mind. Yeah, I was like, oh, nope, never mind. Nope. Never mind. So again, I do wonder, if you want any help with editing or layout, I'm not bad. Yeah, so I just wanted you to know that. Yeah, so that's my plan. I also have a couple other games that I want to, that I have cooking. I actually have a couple that I want to do. And I probably will do some of the... Oh! Huh. So, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? I don't think it... yeah, I don't think anyone's coming to save my slug cat either. But what if he drops me? Like, what if he just lets me go? Or he forgets that I'm there? Or, you know... what I'm going to try to do is get myself in a better position in terms of food than we are right now, because, yeah. So I have a couple of smaller games that I have, that I would like to do, and I've got like a Good Society extension, and so I would do a couple of these smaller ones first. Do the smaller ones first, get them out of the way, and then do Kolos, which will be a bigger one. So that's, those are my goals. I've got 3 smaller ones that I want to do before I do Kolos. And I think 2 super small ones and one that's a little bit more substantial. 10-minute warning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey! Woo! Hey, Deck Dice, how you doing? You know, I crowdfunded Pixels, the electronic dice. They have not arrived yet because they're having problems with the set that I ordered, but I'm really excited for them to arrive when they get here. That'll be great. So I would love food. I would love real food, not the sad lack of food that we have here. I meant my character. And look, even less food. It's not great. Not great. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my banjo. That was fun times. You know? I mean, I thought it was. I was excited by it. So here's the thing I think is... Oh, man, we're in a really bad way. And the only food that I can find reliably right now is way over here. And there is no way I am going that far away to get food, because then I'll have to make my way all the way back up here. And that is... No, I'm not going that way. Because that way lies a save point far too far away, and I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Thank you, 10. I'm going to experiment. I figure while we're here, might as well... Let's see if we can try that other route. Maybe we can make the jump this time. And just, you know, just try things out while we're here. Might as well, I guess. Yeah, let's see what we can do. We did not do well last time. Oop. I think, you know what I think? I think we can probably just make the short jump. And then climb up this way. Right? No? Okay, maybe not. I thought we could, but if we can't... Okay, so that's not great. I really feel like we should be able to... It looks like there's a break there, doesn't it? Apparently not, so that's okay. That's all right. Let's jump across, and let's make our way... Making our way. Oop. If we can just get up here... I feel like, oh! Let's take the safe route. This is just like a little fun experiment because we don't have food and our life is sad, so might as well just, see what we can do. Oh, that's not it. It's this. Hey! Okay. We made it across. Great. We're going to, This is the leap. This is where we died last time. I'm going to try to make this jump. I don't know if I can do it. Huh! Hey, guess what? We did it. I have never been here before, so at least we're going to a new place. That's exciting. We don't have any food, and I'm concerned that we will never get any food, but this is a new place. This is exciting. I don't know if I need to throw twice, but I did. Hey, look, there's a food up here. This is great. Okay, so what we need to do is shoot this. Oh, I went the wrong direction. And now I'm screwed. If I cannot find another spear, we're not going to be able to get that food. But there's another spear. We're fine. Hey, we made it to a new place. This is exciting. I'm also a little concerned about how much food we need to get through that particular gate. But it looks like a lot. So, you know. Wow. Check it out. We're going to just get a lot of food right now. Just getting food. And, just... This is us being kind of fancy, getting a lot of food, and, So here's the thing. We're kind of in a messed up spot, I think, because I think we need a lot of karma to get through this gate. And I don't think there is a sleeping spot here. So there is not a sleeping spot here. And this is not ideal because I don't think that we're going to be able to level. That's like a pretty high level of karma, right? It was like a third or fourth or fifth or something. Well, here's what we're going to do. We are going to hi slug cat. Just get up. Just get up there. Just there you go. We're going to jump across and I'm proud of ourselves. At the very least, what we can do is go back to our other hibernation spot. So there's that. I mean, I can't believe it. We learned something new. I am proud of us. Basically. Oh, right. Right, excuse me. Okay. Oh, go to your own stream. I'll raid you. I'll give you a raid. What are you streaming? I've gotten some new solo RPGs, by the way, that I really want to play. Minecraft. Minecraft is cool. I've never played it myself, but I know it's a thing. Oh, you've gotten tired of competitive games? So what's going to happen right now, just so you all know, is that I'm going to go to sleep. And I think that actually, because I think that'll be where we end our stream after we go and get to the hibernation spot. But we did a whole thing we'd never done before. We also know that that's like a pretty high level karma you need. Oh, you're going to do horror games in September? Nice. You're also doing something for Halloween, are you not? I got some new solo games, everybody, that I really want to play. I need to work that out. Hold on a second. Yeah, I know that there's like a thing there. I'm on my way. Give me a second. Right? See, look, we're just on our way there. So we did do, it's going to look like we start in the same place we did last time because technically that's true. But we actually got a lot done today. We, well, I don't know if that's true. On one hand, we got to new places we've never been to before. That's what I'm going to say, and that's pretty cool. Right? Like we got to see a second gate. There's a second gate here. We found that. We got even further than we ever had before in the right in the sky, the Delta Sky Mile Lounge, the Delta Sky Lounge. Yeah, I think we need 2 more karma to get to the one that will allow us to go through that one gate. I wonder if we should try going through that gate. But I've spent so much time getting further and further in the Delta Sky Lounge. I feel like I'm so close to finding a hibernation spot in the Delta Sky Lounge. I like you're switching a lot of TTRPG systems. I get stuck for far too long and want to enjoy the variety there is as a player gym. Yeah, me too. Me too. Exploration and a lot of dying. Have a great weekend, everybody. Got to head to my appointment. Have a great stream later. I will. Thank you. Let's exit. And then, oh, you know what we didn't do? I didn't find out what cycle we're on. We are on cycle. Hold on, let me write it down. 100. Okay. Also, I just need to know what our death count is. That's all I need. Because, oh, I also need to plug in my controller. I'll do that. Wait, how much death have we gotten? 427. Which means we have died 19 times, which again is about our average. That's about our average. That's not bad. So what I like is having like my one long campaign. Because so here's the thing. I love long campaigns because there are things you can do with character development in long campaigns you just can't really do with a short campaign. So I love a good multi-year campaign. But I also like trying out new systems and seeing how they go and like checking things out. So I really enjoy it's sort of like a 427. So I mean 100 cycles. That's only 4.2 deaths. That's 27. See, it's really good, right? Yeah, I feel like I'm an expert. So I am really invested in learning new systems and trying new systems out and trying different things and learning from them. So I really enjoy that. And it is why I am now more. When I first started with the long campaigns, I would have a break in between seasons, but the break wasn't very long. It was usually like 4 weeks, maybe something like that. However much time the players needed is about 4 weeks oftentimes. But I realized at one time I needed to have it go longer. I think it was like maybe 6. And I realized that actually I should be more deliberate in the hiatuses between seasons. And actually, it is my goal to make the hiatus between seasons between 6 to 8 weeks, because if I do 6 to 8 weeks, then I can do like a 6-shot. I can do a really good mini series in between sessions if I give us a 6 to 8 week hiatus in between the long seasons. So my goal is to always have between 6 to 8 weeks hiatus in between the seasons of the long show. So I can have one long show with continuity, but then I can also do a 6-shot of Vampire like I did last summer. Or right now, this summer, I'm doing like a good 5 or 6 shot of Crash Jones again, plus all the little one-on-ones. Last season, I did a bunch of, I did like the 6-shot of Vampire, and then I did Sandman and which I still need to get the players together to finish Sandman and also the Twilight Road. Like those need to happen when it's hard to get scheduling together, but that's gonna we have to finish Sandman, and I would really want, we just have one more session to finish Twilight Road, and I just got to find a time for us to get together to do that. But I try to like, and I'm hoping that in the interim between after the next season of The Traveler, I could do more group games again, maybe like Shadows of Esterin, maybe some other games from the first decade of gaming, because that's kind of like my vibe right now before I move on to the second decade of gaming. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm excited about. Also, I just got contacted by email to get back to this person who wants me to run a cyberpunk game that's coming out, a brand new cyberpunk game that's going to be released really soon, like a one-shot, which I'm always down for a good one-shot. So yeah, that's what I like doing. That's what I like. Though in terms of cats, it's 37 and a half cats. Is it? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like, wait, how can I have died? Wait, hold on. How can I have died 427 times but only have 100 cycles? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, it does, because you only get a new cycle once you hibernate, right? Right? Yes. Cycles are successful arrests. Got it. Okay. So, yes. So, I see you 37 and a half cats. All right, I gotta go. I want to say thank you all for hanging out with me while we played Rain World, and really we just talked about all the stuff. That was really great, and then I played the banjo, even though I wasn't supposed to, but then I did. It happened. And, I'm going to slowly, maybe next Saturday, I'll noodle with you a little bit more at some point in time during the stream. Hopefully I've had time to bust out my banjo, the Roland guitar synth. I can bust that out and show it to you and see what you think about that. And then maybe the time after that, I can. Oh, I should tell you this. So I can build that module into my synth here, but I don't know if I should. I mean, I feel like I should, but I don't know if I should. My other thought, hear me out, is that I could get one of those the little lunch boxes, and I could build it into the lunchbox. Because if I build it into the lunchbox, then it's really portable, right? And I can always plug the lunchbox into the Behringer. But I could, if I had it in the lunchbox, then I could plug it and a couple of other things. Just I could build a little like guitar synthesizer interface with the lunchbox, and then I could just carry that around with me. That feels like it'd be really practical. So like if I had a little thing, I could just take the little stuff with me, but if I wanted to plug into the whole big thing, I could do that. I was just thinking about it. I haven't decided yet, but I was thinking that maybe I could do that. I would have to get another one of the little lunchbox synth cases, but that's just what I'm thinking about. Ponder it. Okay, so thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm not going to raid because I've got to go and get ready for the next game. But where can you find me next? You can find me next today in 2 hours for Seasons of Death Spring, The Deniable Woman, Part 3, where we have the conversation between Agent Loki and the FSB agent that she looks a lot alike. And then I've got nothing on Sunday because our Sunday game is done. Wednesday, you can find me at 8 p.m. Eastern. This is 5 p.m. Eastern, by the way, for today. 8 p.m. Eastern, you can find me on Wednesday at Laugh Love Lindy's channel for Reading Between the Lines, our Good Society game, where we're having trouble at a whist tournament. And then on Friday, I mean, of course, Thursday I'll be doing Disco Elysium, and I'm going to make that game. I'm going to make that game on Thursday. I've missed it twice, and I don't like that. I just don't hope work doesn't show up. Anyhow, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern on this channel will be Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. I have scheduled 6 sessions before we get back to Traveler, and just in case we needed a full 6, but I don't know, maybe we can actually finish the adventure next week, which will give me 1 week to do something different. We will see. I can't say, but we'll find out. And then, of course, I'll be back here again next Saturday for more Rain World. And if we don't finish the game today, Seasons of Death, we don't finish that little mini series today, then we'll be back again next Saturday with the finale of Seasons of Death. We'll either finish it today or next week. I don't know. That's it. Wait, I did say we were going to raid. We're going to raid Max Rider, but then I'm going to go. So let's raid Max Rider to give Max Rider some love. But remember our raid command. Hey, Sithel, how are you? Yeah, we're just in, but we are going to raid Max Rider. Don't forget our raid command. You know, we'll see. We'll see. All right, so this is that's our raid command. Don't forget it. And let's go and raid Max Rider because we haven't raided him in a bit. Oh, Table Story's doing stuff. That's nice, but they don't need our raid because they're doing very, very well. So I feel like we don't have to raid them if Max is up. Let's see. Max, are you up? Max Rider. Max Rider is up, and we're going to raid Max. So let's go and give raid some love. Let's give Max Rider some love through a raid. We're going to go, everybody. So take care of yourselves. I'll see you in 2 hours. Catch you on the flip side, and let's give Max Rider some raiding love. I'm going to take us to end first, and then we're going to go. Okay, bye, everybody.